Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today we're looking into a crucial yet often overlooked aspect of high protein diets, their possible impact on heart health and other cellular processes within the body. While protein has long been praised to help you build muscle, help you lose weight, too much of a good thing can have serious consequences. In this video, we'll be exploring some new research linking protein, an amino acid called leucine, and cellular mechanisms like mTOR, apoptosis, and autophagy to a possible increase in heart disease. I hope to break this down in simple yet relatable terms. You guys ready? Let's
get down to business.
Here we go. So high protein diets have taken the world by storm. From gym enthusiasts to those on keto or paleo plans, many of us are consuming far more protein than our daily recommended intake by the FDA of 0.36 grams per pound of body weight. And for good reason. With that amount of protein, how do you expect to build muscle and maintain muscle? But here's the issue. When we constantly consume an excessive amount of protein, especially animal-based proteins, we may be unknowingly increasing our risk of heart disease. One key player in this story is leucine, an amino acid that's commonly found in high amounts in animal proteins like meat, eggs, and dairy. Leucine is crucial for muscle growth and recovery. But recent studies reveal that an excessive amount of leucine overstimulates a pathway in the body called mTOR, mechanistic target of rapamycin. And this overstimulation can kick off a cascade of events that possibly can lead to heart disease. But before we dive into the risks, let's acknowledge something important. Leucine is essential for building muscle. For those who hit the gym regularly, and for those that are trying to maintain muscle, leucine is a game changer. And here's why. Leucine is the primary driver for muscle protein synthesis, the process by which your body repairs and builds new muscle tissue. When you consume a meal that's rich in leucine, you activate mTOR within the muscle cells. This starts the rebuilding and repair process on a cellular level. This is especially important for athletes, bodybuilders, and those older individuals that are just trying to maintain muscle mass on their body. Studies show that consuming 2 to 3 grams of leucine per meal, which is equivalent to about 20 to 25 grams of high quality protein, can maximize muscle growth. So if you're aiming to maintain or build muscle, leucine is definitely your ally. The problem arises when leucine levels stay consistently high throughout the day, particularly in other types of cells like immune cells called macrophages. This is where things can take a turn for the worst. Let's start off by talking about mTOR. This is a central regulator for cell growth and metabolism. Think of mTOR as the master switch of your cells, deciding whether they should grow, divide, or repair themselves. When leucine levels are high, mTOR gets activated. In moderation, this can be a good thing, especially after a workout when you're trying to repair and build muscle. However, when mTOR is switched on from excessive amounts of leucine that come about from high protein diets, it interferes with two vital processes within the body, autophagy and apoptosis. Now let me introduce autophagy to you. This is the body's internal recycling program. It clears out old, damaged, and malfunctioning cell parts within the body, which helps keep things running smoothly. Without autophagy, your cells accumulate waste, leading to inflammation and oxidative stress. This can damage your arteries and lead to plaque buildup, a main hallmark for heart disease. And now let me introduce apoptosis, the body's self-destruct mechanism to help remove unhealthy, damaged cells from the body. Apoptosis is there to ensure that damaged and potentially dangerous cells, like those with faulty DNA, are safely being removed from the body so they don't cause harm. It's like a safety net to help prevent the development of cancers and other diseases. And here's how apoptosis works. When a cell is marked for apoptosis, it's strategically dismantled into small parts. These small parts or fragments are then cleaned up by neighboring cells. But what triggers apoptosis? Apoptosis can be triggered by internal or external stressors. Things like infections, toxins, or long-term poor dietary habits that can lead to DNA damage. One of the key proteins that's involved in apoptosis is P53. This protein acts like a guardian, signaling when a cell's DNA is damaged or needs to be destroyed. When apoptosis works as intended, it's a very powerful mechanism for overall health. But if this process is interfered with, damaged cells within the body can evade from being evicted, continuing to divide, potentially leading to cancer and other diseases. Let's start putting it all together. When leucine is consumed, mTOR is activated. When mTOR is activated, it suppresses apoptosis and autophagy within the body. This all happens because mTOR, when it's activated, suppresses rapamycin. Simply put, when mTOR is activated, it increases cellular activity and cellular growth. And when rapamycin is activated, it suppresses cellular growth and cellular activity. Now, because mTOR suppresses rapamycin, it slows down or stops the cellular cleanup crews, autophagy and apoptosis. Imagine your neighborhood garbage collection service being suspended. If you think of it as rapamycin is your garbage service, mTOR, when it's activated, because it's suppressing rapamycin, it also suppresses your cleanup crews for your neighborhood, autophagy and apoptosis. This allows trash to pile up and the environment to become unhealthy. In your body, this cellular trash, which includes proteins and organelles, can contribute to atherosclerosis, the hardening of your arteries. So all in all, how does leucine tie into heart health? You see, in normal circumstances, macrophages, which are immune cells, are responsible for the cleanup process. They use autophagy and apoptosis to maintain balance. But like we explained earlier, when leucine is overactivated, it overactivates and overstimulates mTOR, which then stops apoptosis and autophagy, disrupting these two processes that are super important for macrophages to use. This is the problem because instead of being safely cleared away, dysfunctional macrophages, they stick around. And when they do that, they promote the buildup of arterial plaques. These plaques build up, slowing down blood flow and increasing your risk for heart attacks and strokes. Additionally, within this research, it showed that leucine did not just affect autophagy and apoptosis. It also enhanced the production of reactive oxygen species, which is called ROS. When this happens, it causes more oxidative stress and can lead to further cellular damage within the body. The study also highlighted a threshold effect when it comes to protein intake. When people consume 25 grams of protein, which is about 22% of their daily energy intake, that's when leucine levels spike mTOR enough to restrict or start restricting apoptosis and autophagy within the body. Now, this threshold effect may seem high to some of you, but you may be getting more protein than you think you're getting. One protein shake, a scoop, is usually about 25 to 30 grams. You go out and buy some fast food, you're probably going to get 25 to 30 grams of protein in that meal as well, if not more. Now, in mouse models, diets with protein exceeding 22% of their daily energy intake significantly increase arterial plaque buildup. On a side note, this effect was specific to leucine found in rich animal proteins. Plant-based proteins, which contain lower leucine amounts, didn't have the same effects. Again, this is more about the amount of leucine in the protein, but not the protein itself. Now, for those that want to build muscle, don't panic. Leucine is still your best friend. The key is balance. Aim to consume protein strategically around your workouts within the threshold. Combine leucine with rich animal protein sources and plant-based sources. And here are some actionable steps you can do to protect your heart and support your fitness goals. Balance your protein intake. Stick to 0.70 to 1.2 grams of protein per pound of body weight and avoid consistently exceeding 25 grams per meal. Time your protein intake. Distribute protein evenly throughout the day, especially around workouts, to support muscle recovery without overwhelming your system. Incorporate more plant-based proteins. If muscle is not your key focus, stick to foods like beans, lentils, tofu, and nuts. These are excellent sources of protein with lower leucine content. And choose whole foods. Avoid highly processed protein supplements and focus on nutrient-dense meals for overall health. I hope by understanding the science behind leucine, mTOR, autophagy, and apoptosis, we can all make smart decisions that help support our heart health and our muscle growth. So what did you think about this information? Leave a comment down below, and thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe if you haven't subscribed to the channel, because there's more to come, and stay healthy, stay strong, be informed, and not influenced. This is Dave. I'll see you next time on the channel.
Put that cookie down now!
Take care now. Bye-bye then.